Hello everybody, and welcome to another monthly report for the month of September. The trip to Athens was very nice but very tiring. Maybe the older I get, the more I feel the jet lag. It was great to see my daughter than and I was here on time for my four-legged grandson's Taki, his birthday. So we had a good time. Many meetings and calls to start the season 2. And as a tradition, as a habit now, the first two people I meet is Kostas and Yannis. We went out for a very nice street food, and when I say street food, I mean street food. Then I met with Paul and Lisa. They have been with me to Greece for the last 3 years together in the summertime, in Samos, in Crete, and now in Athens and Epirus. We went out to a lovely, one of my favorite Athenian spots, Ta Karamanlitika, and I've met with a cousin of mine for the first time, Nikos Cavalieros. Nikos has a company called the Travel Factory. It is a travel agency, and we are preparing a lot of things together for the year to come. You're gonna see a lot of changes in Savor Greece, and of course, whatever you see from now on, you will be able to visit. First trip, Epirus, Ioannina, Kalabaka, and Meteora. What a nice job the Gastronomy Club of Epirus is doing up here in Ioannina. I was honored to be invited to be a guest speaker for the first gastronomy film festival they had, with a lot of volunteers involved and the beautiful food after each movie night. Theodore Alexiou is doing a fantastic job with the Gastronomy Club, and he's making the late Alexandros Yottis, the founder of the club, very proud. Well done, Thodori, good job. Also, I must thank everybody involved in my Ioannina trip. They were all fantastic, their hospitality was great. And this is where I fell in love with Elena, a white goat in a little farm that followed me around like a little dog. It was so nice, and with all your comments and jokes under my picture I put on Facebook, yes, the goat is still alive and is still healthy and is still beautiful, and she's still in love with me. The little island with no name in the middle of the Ioannina lake was great. I've met Yota there. She took me through all the secrets of the Yanniotiko baklava. Wait for the episode to come, it will be fantastic. Next, the majestic Meteora. This is my first time I visit Meteora. And believe me, the minute I drove up this road that I could see Meteora in front of me, I stopped, I parked the car, and my breath was taken. I mean, it is fantastic to see these amazing magical rocks. I had a great time in Meteora, and once again, warm, hospitable people. And on top of the list, and I have to thank everybody, but on top of the list was Spiros Nikologiannis, an unstoppable character. He is everywhere. He is doing everything for this place that he loves. He really loves Kalabaka, and he went out of his way to help me and to show me things. There are a lot of people there, that cook traditional food. I've met an incredible character called Thodori, or his name is Patendas, that he showed me how he does his own version of kleftiko. Kostas and Daphne took me to the chestnut orchards, and Daphne made a beautiful pita with a homemade filo in front of these majestic rocks. That was great. It is another episode worth of waiting, to see. Don't forget, everything is gonna start happening after the 5th of February next year. Also, at the same place, I went to a beautiful winery called the Ktimaliakou, with a unique way of pressing the grapes, and I've tasted some very good wines. I took the train back to Athens, and I was just in time for the South African reunion my brother Andreas and Nuli organizes every year in September, and for the past few years now. And of course, myself and my brother, we're doing all the cooking. We did the theme was Nando's Piri Piri this time, and it was lovely to meet all these people I grew up almost with, and made beautiful memories, and in a country that I spent 20 years of my life, the beautiful South Africa. Then I got ready to go to my next trip, Mykonos. The reason I went to Mykonos was a very good friend of mine, Marios. Marios was a young student of 16 when he first came into the cooking school, and he was my favorite student. He remained my favorite person and a very good friend for the last 19 years, where he grew up to be a very good executive chef in a huge international organization that have a restaurant in Mykonos. And I had to go and see him. I promised that I'm gonna go and see him. He's like my son, and like a son, he looked after me while I was in Mykonos. Now about Mykonos, there's a lot to say, but I'm gonna be very careful in my words, when the episode comes. All I can say is that I don't believe that Mykonos is a Greek island anymore. It might look Greek, but it's not Greek. It's like a Disneyland for the rich and famous, and for people that want to go and live an experience with no restrictions. I did find under the dust, under the gold dust, I did find a few good people. One of them was Anna, that she cooked a beautiful kremidopita for me, and I had the time and the chance to have a cup of coffee with two good friends. One is a local, Dimitris Roussounellos, that can tell you so much about the actual Mykonian traditional cooking, and the other one is another chef that works in Mykonos, Sophocles, people from past years that I haven't seen for a long time. Now, after that, I came back to Greece. I came back to Athens, and I'm ready now to go to the rest of my destinations, plenty of them. Now, I'm waiting for your comments. I'd like to have your participation, and I thank all of you that send me already messages of what to go and see, and who to meet with. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Savor Greece on YouTube, and be patient for the 5th of February, where we're going to premiere with the next season. Until next month, be good, be happy, lots of love.